What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy, G_Money Raiders, aka Gavin, coming to you with another edition of My Take. Hey, what's up, y'all? I know I'm a little tardy for the party, but I'd rather still give you my assessment of the game from my point of view and give you my take of what I think. I gave myself a little extra day because I wasn't able to really watch the game live like I wanted to because I was over at my father-in-law's house. So I had to wait to watch the game when somebody posted it on YouTube, and I ended up watching it on YouTube. So I got a better assessment of what I saw. Yeah, there was some good, there was some bad, there was some ugly. Let's just, pretty much get into it. But don't forget to like and subscribe. I want to thank everybody for always still coming over and always liking my videos, watching my videos. You could have been doing anything else, and I really, really appreciate you for wanting to hear and listen to my opinion or my take on what we talk and think about our Las Vegas Raiders. So, quarterback play. Let's just start with the quarterback play. Quarterback play to me was cool with Geno, even though he didn't really get a lot of snaps, but it was just good to see what I saw, knowing that we got a mobile quarterback that can move back and forth. So that's good to know and good to see. A quarterback that's not afraid to get out of the pocket when need. Sharp thrower. Yeah, Jacoby and DTJ both dropped passes that he probably would have went 3 for 3 these passes, which probably could have set up a field goal or whatever if DTJ catch that ball in the back shoulder. But that was a pretty pass by Geno. So I'm not worried about Geno. I'm just worried about it to the point where everybody has to build the chemistry and the cohesiveness. So no Brock Bowers out there, so it was just good to see, we got some of the, the guys out there to play. I was very happy with DTJ, look forward to seeing what more he brings to the table and how more he's going to develop. I want to see him get a little bigger. I mean, when I've seen him, he's very slender. So I want one of these corners, Mike, with the shoulder, you know what I'm saying, give you your welcome to the NFL moment. So I kind of want him to build up. Not too bulky, but just get stronger. Didn't really get to see really too much from the receivers. I mean, Trey got a pass. Good to see that, Geno, when he rolled out and got that pass to Trey and got a first down on that play. So, like I said, Geno, I'm not really, worried about him. AOC, on the other hand, I'm not worried about his quarterback play. What I'm worried about is his feet, his inability to be able to get out of the pocket and, extend the play or try to see if you can make something out of something. It's too many times where, he tries to rely on the strength of his arm to get him out of certain things, or you can tell me if I'm wrong, he don't sense the pressure or the presence of pressure like he should in my book. Because those 2 interceptions, horrible. You had a deep bomb. DTJ had a step on his man. All you had to do is throw it in front. And I don't understand because you didn't have really nobody in front of you. So I don't understand how you ended up shortchanging him on that pass. And then your second one, they literally baited you because you had, if you would have just stuck with Jack Batch coming across, you had him, plays extended, you're not baiting off of anything. No, you thought you saw 81 Bachman was going to be open, and they baited you into throwing that pass. And the dude got 2 interceptions on you in the game. So my thing is, AOC needs to really, this season focus on a couple of things. Like really try to see if you can get plays and extend plays like you really need to, like you should, man, because like it's funny how you can see everybody else get their footing. Tom Brady knew how to move this way, move that way, and he didn't have the best feet. He wasn't fast, but it just kills me how you've been in the league this long and you still show that you don't know how to get yourself out of moments to where you don't have to throw intentional ground passes and throwing passes that, are coming up short. I'm not saying he didn't do well, because he did do one drive, got him to 3, did another drive that got him to 7. So I'm gonna give him that. So he scored 10 points on what he had, but the two interceptions, the two interceptions really make it look bad for him. That's just the point that I'm making. So, and Miller, like, to be able to show that you can come in the second half and just really push the team like the way he did, that young man, and got that RPO game running, and they were really running, and that's how the run game started generating because of that in the second half. I really, really like the fact that that young man showed poise against whoever. That pass to Jackson that he threw, man, if Jackson show up again, y'all, and come against the 49ers, hey, y'all better look out for that young boy Jackson. I just want to say that. They got some players that I see that I'm looking at on this team as like, okay, we still got to work on certain things, route running wise, on some of our receivers to get themselves open. But at the same time, quarterback play, Geno, I'm happy with AOC. Need to clean up some things. Not really go down on him. I just think he needs to clean up his things of being able to, not throw interceptions. And like I said, Cam Miller just, wow. Like, you got a good third quarterback. And if he maturates into what he needs to maturate into, you're possibly looking at a quarterback that can, be foreseeable. If Geno goes to 3 years, that will make, 3 years for him when Miller has been in the game. You know your system. If you still got Chip Kelly there and everything is still the same and still rolling, a lot can be done by that. So overall, on the offense in the first half, I'm going to give them a really, really D+. Because I know that they, you couldn't really get out there. You're rusty. Everybody's still trying to route run against somebody, running in the pass. You're really getting tackled. So you're not going to get perfect play, y'all, in the very beginning, to me. So I'm giving them a D+ in the first half. Second half, I'm giving that offense a B+ for being able to come back, because everybody's down in the team for what happened, but nobody's really talking about the fact that how the team came back from a 16-3 halftime deficit to a 23-16 deficit to come back to tie the game. Like, I don't really hear nobody speaking on the effort the team put in and didn't give up. Because they could have easily gave up and just said, oh, well, this is preseason and that's that. Could have easily did that. So that's the reason why I say, a B+ on the second half of the ball, because you ran the ball better. You got better receiver play in the second half. It's like everybody, got that, okay, I got the feeling now. I know what I need to do. I know how it feels. Here we go. Let's go. So that's why this game coming up against the 49ers is going to be pivotal, because now I'm going to expect a little bit more from the offense, from Genty, from the receivers, from Geno, from AOC, from Miller. I'm going to expect a little bit more now, because you don't have one game under your belt. You got practices. You had a joint practice with the 49ers. Now you playing the 49ers, so it shouldn't be no problems on offense. So defensive-wise, my thing with them is poor tackling. Bad footing, bad angles, poor tackling. Those were the problems on defense to me. Overall, yeah, I saw a lot of our content creators who were down in the defense, but I'll say this about the defense, because I'm not really trying to make a long video. 16 points you gave up in the first half, 7 points in the second half. That's what I'm talking about, where I liked about the coaching staff in this game, where they really adjusted and the team still fought back to get back in the game and made something of the game. Yeah, did you have a chance to win it? Yes, but it got blocked. The field goal got blocked. But you were set up to win the game. And this is not what I'm hearing people saying. I'm more hearing people, oh, still talking about the Jacorian Bennett. Oh, still talking about this defensive tackle. That defensive tackle, boy, that boy Booker was doing his thing. He was doing his thing. So was the young rookie number 97. Can't think of his name. Taka. Doing his thing. I like that boy Matt Jones too, that linebacker Matt Jones. He was doing, it was some things he was messing up on, but the thing I liked about him is he was still around the ball. He was missing a lot of tackles. Yeah, you had a lot of missed tackles from White and Atlantis. Didn't get some bad. He got bad angles on some of his things, and Pratt. You can see how the way. Like you could see this linebacker core just needs a few games under their belt together to really build the cohesiveness that they really need with each other. Because right now, that boy Jamal Adams was all the way live back there in the backfield as a linebacker now. Like he said in his press conference, hey man, all it is right now for me is I'm just closer to the line of scrimmage and I have to read it a little bit quicker. That's all it is for me. So I want to give the defense, a little bit of credit because, like I said, bad tackling, bad angles, and bad footing is what hurt these guys in the beginning. So it was cool that we ended up in a tie. Could have lost it worse than what we had. Like I said, man, that was a valiant effort for that team to come back and tie that game, all right? So I'm not going to be much longer. I'm going to peace out on this video right here. But don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And like I said, I really, really appreciate you guys for always coming in and always liking and comment, man. I want to hear your take. Let me know, all right? Peace out.